Alright gang, this is the 99 BMW 528 IT. Has 219,000 miles on it. It just came back from getting a rebuilt torque converter put in and new transmission. So it's 219,000 miles at about 200 and maybe 11,000 miles. We tested it and it had a code for a torque converter. At the time the car ran perfectly fine, other than the speedometer would come and go. It would be on, it would be off, and it wasn't the high-speed sensors. And so anyway, about 219,000 miles, I could really sense the torque converter was just about out. It hesitated to go forward, and so I would do this kind of work, but I don't have a real shop, and this is not the kind of work you want to just go out in your backyard and put the car up on railroad ties. So anyway, took it down to a Porsche shop and yanked the torque converter, sent it to a place out in Florida that rebuilds them. I think it was about $350 to rebuild it in Florida. If you just look up torque converter Florida rebuild, it's easily found. BMW wanted something like $2,000 for a new torque converter, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's, you know, it's basically a glorified frying pan with a clutch on it. And so once we got that in, it still was doing weird shit. Like the speedometer wasn't right. You'd drive down the road and you know, it was on, it was off, and it's not the high-speed sensors. And then it really wouldn't go through the automatic transmission changes, so that was a struggle. So we swapped out the transmission module, and that still didn't solve it. So then swapped out the transmission, and between a good used transmission and a good transmission module, the car speedometer stayed on, went through all the transmission cycles, you know, as it's changing gears like when you're driving. And it was quite a project. So anyway, I just thought I'd go over a couple things with you. Like, so that's 219,000 miles, and you know, originally we thought it was the ABS box that was failing, and that's why the speedometer wasn't really working right, because we'd ruled out the high-speed sensors. And you know, truthfully, it's a great car. It's not a car I'm going to put another 200,000 miles on. I'm not going to drive it that much. I've got other vehicles. All that's left now is the valve cover gasket and the oil warehouse reservoir. Got to swap that stuff out. Dump truck's coming. So here's an oddball problem with these BMW wagons, is they like to leak, and the water likes to go right down here. And you can see it's got some rust in there. I'm gonna get that that spray can material. I'm not sure what you call it, sealant that you spray down, and spray that through, and that should resolve that leak. And see, like, it's real bad right there. And oh, right there's a hole. And that's a hole. It had plugs in it, but I yanked the plugs because whenever it does rain, the water goes down there. So I'm almost on the tail end of resolving that small issue. It's really a good car. You know, it's a little over car for me. I'm not really a fancy car guy. this rim seems to go flat all the time, so I'm gonna, next time we go swap the tire, I'm gonna have them put that tire goob, whatever you call it, on there. And I got the bumper to replace and this light to replace, and it's about there. But those are some oddball problems that this car seems to have, or had, and so we're resolved past that. What was weird is the heater. It almost took like a week of driving to get the heater blower to turn back on. All the fuses checked fine, and that wasn't it. Another weird problem I had with this car was I had yellow top FPV AGM batteries, and the original, believe it or not, probably lasted like well past 5 years. And one day it just died after being overused with air conditioning, 110-degree day, and I put AGM batteries in it, the FPVs, the yellow tops, and 3 in a row, believe it or not, died, and they were all under warranty, so they all got replaced under warranty. And by the last one, it's still good. Now I just run that in the Alfa Romeo, and I put that on a charger. I just run the same battery I run in my Nissan D21 truck, just a lead acid battery, and you know, it always fires up. It doesn't leave me stranded like the AGMs did. And I did find that these windshield wipers are far cheaper if you get them right off of eBay. Fuck Amazon. Amazon, you never know what you're gonna get, you know. I don't think those people really give a shit. Oh, that's nice. I like to buy battery chargers. So, and I like to put my cars on a battery charger at least once or twice a month, get them 100% charged. The reason being that I don't really believe these alternators, even though we tested it and it shows that they're functioning 100%, I don't believe they really completely charge the batteries back up. So, battery chargers work. And then this panel here, it was missing those little brackets. So I was on one of these Facebook BMW E39 forums, and some really sharp people on there, and they told me exactly what the part number was, and I got them on the eBay real cheap. Well, I guess I don't have an example I want to show you, but that's about it. I just got one window to do, one power window to do, and then those 2 issues underneath the hood, and the car is about there. It's got some body work it needs, got the bumper it needs, but it's just a good, solid, reliable car now. But anyway, gang, I thought I'd do a quick YouTube. The reason why is, you know, I'm sure people out there are wondering, you know, hey, my car's having this weirdo speedometer problem, and what's all that about? Why does it do that? How come it's not the high speed sensors? And sometimes that problem is what we found it to be, the transmission module and the actual transmission. Although it looked fine, the transmission failed. What was the other thing I wanted to bring up? Yeah, so anyway, I just thought, you know, somebody out there might have the same issues and they're just really troubleshooting shit and can't figure it out, and well, we figured it out, so this might be your problem too. Oh yeah, it needs a new cable for the hood. That cable release is kind of worn out. You know, I really like BMWs, but I'm going to stick with this guy and my 71 2002 and my World War II BMW R12 and my 99 BMW R1200C. I just like older stuff. That it's, you know, you can't get stranded with older stuff. You know, you can't get stranded 1,000 miles from home, and you know, the new stuff you'll definitely get stranded. I don't care how good a mechanic you are. You'll just get left behind. There's always some mystery that nobody else can figure out, like this one. You know, we always thought it was the ABS box, and You know, BMW wanted, I want to say like $2,300 for the ABS box, because the 99 was like a 1 year only, and the previous and the later would not work. So, and there's one shop said they rebuild them, and I don't know, somehow the guys down at the shop found one for like $100 some odd. So that seemed to resolve all of that. But anyway, gang, just thought I'd run these issues by you in case you're running through the same thing where your speedometer works sometimes and sometimes it don't, and you've ruled out the high-speed sensors. And 219,000 miles, failed torque converter. I would have thought they lasted longer, but they don't. And the transmission, original, failed. I'm suspecting that the first owner of this vehicle, I'm probably the third owner. And I take care of this guy. I'm thinking the first owner really abused it. Yeah. What else can I tell you about this real quick? But those are the issues I had. And now it should be good. Oh, another fun issue. That mirror has been glued on by Technoglass like 3 times, and it's not their fault. They try to glue it on, and it just doesn't stay on. So I'm not even using it anymore. It's just non-essential at this point. But it is a really nice vehicle. I've been using this God, what is it? It's like a spray polymer thing that you spray in your car, and it makes it really super shiny. Fuck, I wonder if I have it hidden in here. It's really neat stuff. Oh yeah, there it is, man. So I'm using a better one than the ceramic wax. I got a better one. I just can't remember what the name of it was. But this stuff is not this one, but there's other ones that are really good. And it really shines and protects. Oh, and then there's the spring that holds the door up, and there's my new version of that spring. It's too much of a pain in the ass to get to. So that spring failed, and it's really a job pulling that thing out, so I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to pay somebody to do it. But, yeah, so now it's just register it again and service that front wheel. Now we're about at the end of that long road of repairs. I don't know if you follow my channel, you know I'm like in old Porsches and Alfa Romeos and motorcycles and crazy shit. That's pretty cool. It's an old Stewart Hydra hull surfboard I found at a thrift store. It's an 8-footer. It's kind of messed up. I gotta try and fix that. It's got delamination issues here. I'm just gonna dress it up, make it functional. Somebody looks like they used a latex paint on this. That's a cool surfboard. I like the surfboards where the fins come off. You can take them out, because if they break, you know, then you're fucked. But if you got the removable ones, that's easy. I got my nose broke when I was a kid having a surfboard hit me in the face. So, with the leash. But there it is, man. Pretty cool little surfboard. And it's a beautiful day in Cult Country. So that is it, gang. I will catch you on the next YouTube. Not sure what I'm going to do when on. Maybe I'll have a foster dog to try and promote and get him a home. Last one destroyed all kinds of shit, but he was a good guy. He's just kind of fucked up. Alright, gang. We will catch you on the next YouTube.